In this video, we will work with macros, and there are three major types of macros in STATA. They are global, local, and scalar. And the global means that we will define it once and we can use it anywhere in the STATA. And in local, we will define it once, but we need to run it many times. It means that run it as we need to work means that we need to run it multiple times depending upon how much do we use that local. And the scalar is it is used to store numbers. So now let's view the demonstration of these three macros. First of all, let's view our global, and the global is that I have defined it as global name equals to road. In this case, the name is a global object name, means that it is the global object and it takes a value as a road. And if I run this, then it will be show up in this part. And if I display this name, then it will display as road. And the way to display the global is that we need to first of all write the double inverted comma, and we need to write dollar, and we need to enclose this global name within the curly brackets. We'll write it as and double inverted comma dollar curly braces, and we will write a global name like this. This is the way to write it. And we can write as display, and if we display this, then it will get displayed here. So now if I want to display as the distance to the nearest road, then I will simply write display, and I will write the message here, and I will write the global name here. If I select this and run this, it will say distance to the nearest road. And what if I change this name? Then let's change it to market, and let's run this. Then it should show as distance to nearest market, means that the global will make our work dynamic. I don't want this, so I will revert it back. So now for local, it's exactly same as the global, but there is tiny difference. In case of local, we'll define as local name equals to root. This is same as global, and similarly we will display the local name a bit differently. What we write is that we will write the double inverted comma, and we will call this command. This is just below the ESC key in the keyboard. It is below the ESC key in the keyboard, and we will write the local name. This is below ESC key in key. Sorry, this is below ESC key in the keyboard, and if you run this, then it will not display anything. Why? Because I have said that in order for the local to work, we need to call it again and again. We need to select it all, and we need to press run. Now it's running, means that for local to run, we need to call it again and again. So now we need to select it all, and we need to run it. Now it's saying that road is not a valid command here. Oh, we need to delete this. Sorry. Yeah, now it will work. Now it's working. Distance to the nearest road, it's similar to the global, and we have learned that to call the global macros we use the sign dollar, and to call the local macros we use this sign. This is just below the ESC key in the keyboard. And in case of scalar is equals 29, means that we are having a scalar object name as age, and this age will take the value 29 and only take the numbers. And if you want to display this scalar, then we will write display scalar name, means is age. If we run this and we will run display age, it's 29, And the difference is that we should not use any of the dollar sign or any of the signs before scalar. It will work automatically. If I want to display it as display my age is some age, then I can write it as my name is 29. If I want to change it as my age is 39, then if I run this, so that my age is 39, means that it will make our work dynamic. Since I want it as 29, so I will use a 29. And if you want to delete the macros, then you can simply write macros drop age and you run it, then it will work. Means that you need to write macros drop macros name. It is age here, and the age and name can be anything. And now we can also work with macros in changing the working directory. It's simply as in this case I have written the path, means that global, and the object name is path, and I have assigned the path to my file in this case. And you can also have your own path. If I run this, then 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 this object has now path stored on it. And if I want to change the path, I can simply write as cd. I will simply call the path stored in the object name path. And if I write cd here, it's a double inverted comma and dollar and the path name, then it will get activated. And we have now as our working directory as this g slash my drive stata slash data file, and in your case it can be your own file path. And now let's see some other uses of macros. For this I will begin with clear, and I will set observations as 20, and it can be any number. Set see that 1 2 3 4, it's for replication purpose, and it can also be any number of any length. So now I want to generate x1 as a standard normal variable, so I will write this as x1 equals to r normal. And I want to generate x2 as a normal distributed with mean 2 and standard deviation 2, so I will simply generate x2. And now what I will do is that I will store these two variables in a global object called varg, and I will do it by writing global varg x1 x2. What you need to write list of variables. You will write a list of variables. In my case there are only two variables, so I will write x1 x2, and I will store these names in object varg, and I will run this. And if I want to summarize these variables, then I will simply write sum and I will call this global name. And if I write sum, then it will summarize these two variables, means that it is actually calling the variable names stored in the object varg. And this is similar for the local. If I do it for local, then it will also work as it is. So now we can also store values using macros, such as I want to now store mean, such as I want to now store mean of x1 in some global macros. First of all, I will write sum x1, and now I want to store this mean value. And for this we need to first know that in which object the mean has been stored. So we will run return list, and after running return list we can see the mean as this, and it is stored as r mean. So I will simply copy it and I will paste it here. Means that I want to get the mean of x1 from this object r mean, and I will write as global, and global object name is mean x1g, and simply I will assign that r mean, because we know that r mean contains the value of the mean of x1 as seen from the return list. And I want to display it as mean of x1, then I will simply write it as dollar and write mean x1z. And if I run this, then it's showing that mean of x1 right is, yeah, now it's showing that mean of x1 is minus 10 minus 0.1093 something. Thank you.